The most devoted painter of the stars was that hardened lover of the witching hour, Vincent van Gogh.
Van Gogh was obsessed with the night. A large chunk of his art is set in it. Mind you, not all of Vincent's night pictures look immediately like night pictures.
These famous chairs, for instance. This one is Vincent's. And this one is Gauguin's. And both were painted at night.
You can tell they're night pictures because if you look above Gauguin's chair, you can see burning gaslight, throwing strangely coloured shadows around the room. Van Gogh and Gauguin have been smoking their pipes and reading. And now perhaps they've gone to bed. But their empty chairs are still full of their departed spirit. Blunt and earthy Vincent with his peasant chair. Smart and cultured Gauguin with his posh one. The mood of the empty chairs belongs to the night as well. It's an imaginative mood, contemplative, exploratory, and not altogether sane.
Van Gogh's chairs were painted inside the famous house he shared with Gauguin in the little French town of Arles, the Yellow House. Vincent also painted the outside of it, and if you look carefully at the road in front of the house, you can see a big mound going down the middle.
Roadworks. Van Gogh is painting roadworks. Why? Because these roadworks are special. They're putting in the gas. Just after he arrived in Arles, the town was connected to gas, and gas lighting was put in for the first time.
Suddenly, Arles was lit up at night. This twinkling cafe exterior shows the new gas lighting in action, conquering the night.
Gas lighting was an interesting challenge to paint, of course, but the most significant thing about it was that it allowed Vincent to paint all night long if he wanted to. Not that he was a practical man by inclination, he wasn't that type. What Van Gogh liked about the night is that it affected him here, where it counts.
If you look up from this famous cafe to the sky above, you'll see that it's full of glorious stars, painted so deliriously, so excitedly.
That's where Van Gogh's heart really lay, up there in the starry, starry night.
There are actually two paintings by him called Starry Night. One is the famous one that Don McLean sang about. You can find that in the Museum of Modern Art in New York.
This Starry Night was painted in the asylum at Saint-Remy, where he was sent after his breakdown, after he cut off his ear. And there's definitely a sense of craziness about it, a drunken feeling, as if he's staring up at the stars and hallucinating. But I like Van Gogh's other Starry Night as well, the one in the Musée d'Orsay in Paris. It's quieter, more romantic. He painted it before the breakdown, when the night was still full of dreams.
The River Rhône, twinkling atmospherically beneath the gaslights, and those blessed candles of the night.
Van Gogh didn't worship the stars only because they're so beautiful. They had a particular significance for him as well. He wrote about it in a letter to his brother, Theo. "The stars," wrote Vincent, "are the souls of dead poets."
This is a portrait of the Belgian poet Eugene Bloch, a friend of Vincent's. And as you can see, to show that he's a poet, Vincent has surrounded him with stars.
When Van Gogh looked up at the night sky, he saw Shakespeare up there, Byron, Milton, Longfellow, all shining among the stars, and he wanted to be up there with them. But to do that, he had to die first. So in this startling letter to his brother Theo, Van Gogh announces that there's no point hanging around, waiting for death.
The quickest way to become a star and join the other poets is to commit suicide.
And of course, that's what he did. He killed himself to get to the stars.